Test 1, 2. So everyone's here, we're just waiting for it to be 6:30.
Behind. Wait. Yeah, that doesn't sound
Let
good.
him wait. That's-
Welcome. Today is June 15th, 2022. This is the Malden Board of Appeals. The Malden Board of Appeal will hold a public hearing Wednesday, June 15th, 2022 at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time at Malden City Hall, 215 Pleasant Street, Room 106, the Herbert L. Jackson Council Chambers, Malden, Mass. On the following named petitions, 22-004 and 22-005. This meeting may be recorded, or I think will be recorded by Urban Media Arts, formerly known as Malden Access Television. So the meeting is now open and we're going to take a roll call.
Kramer,
Here.
Sullivan,
Here.
Sherwin. Here. King,
Here.
Bilgan,
Here.
Chu. Here. Codaverdian. Here. Thank you, all present.
Okay. So the first, sorry, I just blanked out. First, we're going to approve the minutes from the last meeting on April 20th, 2022. Did everybody have a chance to read the minutes from the last meeting? Or the minute?
Yes. I move we accept.
Second. All right, on motion by John King to accept the minutes, which was seconded by William Sullivan. We'll take the call. Kramer,
Yes.
thank you. Sullivan,
Yes.
Sherwin. Yes. King,
Yes.
Bilgan.
Yes.
Thank you, minutes are approved.
Okay, so the first petition we will hear tonight is petition 22-004 by Nilson Reganati. Did I say that correctly? Of Master Printing and Signs on behalf of Sergio Gonçalves for a variance of regulations of signs by District Title 4, Chapter 16, 4.16.090, B2A Code of the City of Malden as amended through February 1st, 2022, as per plans SGER 044-259-2022, namely dimensional controls of a sign at the property known as and numbered 100 Ferry Street, Malden, Mass., and also known by City Assessor's Parcel ID 086269902. So come on up. Oh, hang on, let me turn you on.
Give us your name and your
I can't turn his mic on.
He's blinking.
Is there a button on that? Yeah. Push that and see if that. Hello? Works. Okay.
Hello?
Yep.
Yeah, better.
You're all set now.
Okay. Good evening. We are with this petition for Mineirão Steakhouse. It's a new development in the city of Malden. We are requesting the same size as the sign that has already there. In the first meeting, they gave us only 32 square feet for the front signage. It's too small for the size of the building. It's gonna look like a real sticker in the front of the building. This is why we are just asking to have the same size. And we think it is really, really important right, for the, how can I say the word, to have something balanced, right? If you have a large building as you have there, with a small sign, it's not gonna look like something adequate for the business. If you guys have a chance to see inside, it's a very beautiful, they are renewing everything, but outside is not gonna catch attention. This is why we are requesting to have the same size that is there right now.
Okay, thank you. And we have the package that shows all the renderings. Did anybody have anything they wanted to ask or discuss on this? 1 second, John, I just need to turn your mic on. Today only lets me have 3 on at a time. There you go.
You said that you wanted to make it the same size?
Yes.
Yes?
Yeah, this is, if I'm not wrong, it's, yes, the one in the front. Yeah, this is, actually, it's gonna be a little bit smaller than the one that we have right now there, but they gave us only 32 square footage. This is
Okay,
gonna
yeah,
be
I'm not
8.
worried about, I'm not worried about 32 square feet, they already turned you down for that. But, you know, this sign is, the old sign is running all within this dark border on the building?
No, this dark board is already there.
The old sign, there's a picture of it,
Yeah,
there's a dark border right here on the building, 65 feet long,
yeah.
like this, right
Yeah.
there.
Can I go closer
Yeah.
there? Yeah, because
Just, John, just
Well,
move your mic up so that people at home can hear both of you.
All right,
yes,
right?
yes, the facade is
So
65,
this is what was
65.
there,
yes,
All right.
and this is there right now.
right? Now,
Yeah, this is the same.
now,
Oh,
here,
this
here,
is the back, yeah.
I got, but I got that.
Yep,
But now yours is going down below that black or dark border.
yes, because the logo, right? This is what we are asking, right?
Yeah.
Because the logo, it's like that. The logo of the company is that way. The big name in the top and small on the bottom,
Right?
right?
But
This is
you
what.
can't,
Go ahead, sir.
you can adjust the size of the letters, your company could, right? To keep it within that border. I mean, this doesn't look good, I don't think, on the building. You know, this is a much cleaner look.
I know what you mean.
It's bigger.
Yeah.
It's gonna be bigger than 32 feet if we grant this. But we just as soon have, I mean, this is looking like it's hanging over your door. Well, this one's like, it's part of the building.
John, I just want to point out that what you're looking at, where the bottom part of where it says steakhouse,
Yep.
that's above the door, so that is like another black strip that's above the door, and the door goes in, so it actually doesn't hang
That was his,
below the doorway.
No, but
see how this is,
Yeah, so this sign is lower, but it's not hanging over
I
the
know,
doorway.
Yeah.
but it looks like it's hanging over it.
That's just the picture, that it looks that way?
no, yeah, because this one we use a race rail that attach on the building, and those letters go on this racer.
So that, so the black,
But I mean, this changing steakhouse to a little different size, or moving this over a little bit, you'd end up with the same look as this one.
Yeah, I know what you're getting at.
so you're suggesting make it more like the sign that's on the side of the building?
Yeah, that's a very visible sign. I saw it go up this week, and you can see it from quite a distance. The size of that is pretty good. So I don't know why you need another foot, is it, in height? And I agree, you don't want to go below that band. If you look at the precedent image that shows Crying Tiger next to you,
Yeah.
it's all on that black strip. It's
Yeah,
nice and clean.
The only thing that we designed that way, because when you put on the computer and we send to the owners to get the look, was strange, because the name was in the center and the steakhouse was far from the main name. So we did a couple sketches together, and the option for the one.
Yeah, I think the reason why the previous restaurant, put restaurant on the side is because they wanted the main name centered over the door, which is understandable, and then they did restaurant. I think it's too big in the proposal, in my mind. I agree with you. But around the corner, it's very nice in size, you can see it, and it's nice and contained within that.
But believe or not,
Signage.
yeah, but this is, believe or not, because it was granted, that one is bigger than the one that I'm proposing right now.
It says 2.27. So that can't be right, 2.27
Yeah.
inches?
Yeah, but
No.
the sign, the total is 4 feet wide.
Yeah, so then your dimensions are confusing us because one's in inches and the other one's in feet, so I don't know if that's really 3.7 feet or not.
It's feet, they used the wrong,
I
it
don't
looks
think
like
so.
they,
2.27 feet, we'll guess, and then the other one is almost a foot bigger, so,
Because the thing on the side is the one that's able to be seen from a distance. I mean, if you're driving on Route 60, if you're coming from either east or west, that side one is the one you see first, no matter what they do with the front.
Are we voting on both signs or just on one?
No, the ones,
just the front.
the side sign is, oh, they already granted that.
All right.
So they have a big sign over on the side now. But I think when you look at the entire building, if you have this sign now going down below this band, I mean, it gives it like an added, an add-on. I mean, it's definitely not part of the frontage, it's something different.
Okay, my suggestion, if I convince the owner to switch those steakhouse from the bottom, in the front of the word Mineirão.
sorry, we need you to speak into a microphone. Hang on. Let me shut off. And then- Okay, sorry.
Okay, on this project, right, as you can notice, the word steakhouse, it's below the main name Mineirão, right? If the owners agree to move the word steakhouse to the same line as the Mineirão, you guys are able to grant the sign there?
I'd like to see a good argument to increase the size of the sign on the front. I'm not sure why it needs to be bigger than the side of the building that already exists, so I think you'd also have to argue better the size if you're gonna go bigger.
I'm just saying because, sir, he was suggesting, right, instead to put under the word, put in the same line on this black board that they already have there. So, as you suggest,
But we're a board, we're all
I know.
separate, so I have a problem with the way this looks. She has a problem with the fact that you're now gonna have a sign even bigger than the one on the side of the building. So she's saying if you change lettering so that you can get the same size as the other one, the one on the side of the building is all in one line.
yeah, and this why I understood that like that, right? Because you suggest that one, and she's saying, okay, it's still too big.
Don't worry about what they say. Now you're dealing with us.
No, I think-
They already made their decision.
Sorry, I'm the Sergio Gonçalves, and I think, if you give us the same size that I have on the Route 60, on the side of the building, should be okay for us, they're working for us.
Yeah, it should be pretty visible, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that's a unique site, and I personally support that you have it on the front and the
Yeah, that's-
side
that's
like it
fine.
was before. It's,
That's fine, yeah,
Yeah.
we agree with that,
yeah.
thank you.
I have a question. So I'm looking at the front of this now. If I'm correct, it's 32 square feet. The little steakhouse is 32 square feet. Is that correct? Am I reading that right? Just the lettering underneath the Monero on the front?
That's figures.
Yeah.
the state, if I'm looking at the front right now, your picture on the front, the steakhouse, just that part of the banner, that's 32 square feet, correct? With the dimensions?
No, it's gonna be more than.
No, I'm saying just the steakhouse portion of the sign.
Just the one word steak.
Wait.
Yeah, they just granted 32, right? That's why we need to appeal to have a oversight.
Yeah, no, I understand that, but that I think gives us some context of what it's gonna look like in comparison to the rest of the building. That's just, I guess that's the point I'm trying to make. And I'm just trying to see if I'm reading that correctly, if that steakhouse, if I'm reading that as being 30, that portion of the sign would be allowed as of right?
I think they pick which side they want as of right, because they don't own the corner. So we ran into that by the Verizon
Yeah.
building. But that parking lot's unbuildable. The dimensions don't allow you to build anything, so nothing will ever be built there and get that sign. So I think it's pretty appropriate it was once there and it continues to be there.
So, do you see the picture that shows the crying tiger next door? It has the picture of the both businesses next to each other. Is there a way to do it those sizes, have Minareo the same size as, the same font as, same size as Crying Tiger, and then just have Steakhouse that much smaller underneath? So it's more uniform next to each other like that? Oh, hang on, let me turn you on.
If you go in the same size that they granted for the parking lot, right, because it's gonna be smaller than the one right now. No, okay, sorry, okay, yeah. If we use the same design that is using right now for the parking lot, right, the sign that's already there that we did, it's gonna be smaller than that. We can use the same size font, same design. It's gonna be everything in one line. The word steakhouse is gonna be smaller.
Yeah, I think you can come back with a new design and show us the exact height of Crying Tiger. You can show us the exact height of the existing signage, and then we can understand if you do
Okay.
need to go higher or taller than around the corner, that we at least can have that measurement and say, okay, you're matching. Because I can't see a measurement on the existing to say that, and the design doesn't match that right now as you've filed, so.
Okay, and this one, we're gonna need to have another meeting, or just submit and you guys need us again here? Because to be honest, right now, we are running against the clock, right? Unfortunately, the owner, they have another business and they got impacted last week, and they're rushing to start this business.
Well, you've got the sign committee said that you would, am I on?
I believe you have permission to put up a banner.
Yes, you guys give on the last meeting, you give us the okay to put a banner, right? But as I asked, we're gonna have to apply for a new meeting. How goes from this now? Because you are asking to send a new design, right? A new sketch.
So I think we would ask for a new design within 2 weeks, and we can get you into the next meeting. So it would be, what's that? July 20th.
And you can put up a banner between now and then.
Okay for you?
If we do a sign exactly that we have on the right side of the building, should be okay?
We would just need to see it on scale, so
I need to draw and send again.
I think you guys have
The
the crying
crime.
and the Thai kitchen.
yep, so we have a picture of that.
You have a picture.
Yep,
For me, it's okay to keep the same look, same size, to keep all on the Ferry Street, all the same look.
Yeah, that would be better to keep it the same size as Crying Tiger.
So this
if-
way,
if that works.
we can I get that approved today?
No.
This has to become part of our records, a copy, so that you have to build it to what's approved. So we can't just say, yeah, build it to like the other one. It's
Okay,
gotta- we
but
gotta-
I'm just thinking, maybe we can guys approve,
we're not
the
trying to
same,
hold
the
you
same
up.
size of the left side, the right side of the building, so.
Can't say that.
Right, we need to see it because this
I know. but-
rendering goes into our official record, so we can't vote on it. We can't vote and hope you do the right thing. We need to vote on what we're looking at, unfortunately. But basically, if you can get the whole thing to fit inside of that black band,
Yeah,
I think that's what everybody's looking to see.
they can be submitted tomorrow, so not a problem.
So our next meeting is July 20th. But you have permission to put up a banner. I don't know, when was the meeting? When was that approved? Last month. So you could have put up a banner the next day. I mean, I know it takes longer than that to make it, but, until the actual sign gets approved.
Okay. All right, guys, thank you.
So we'll table it. Well, somebody needs to make a motion to table it.
I'll make a motion, we table it.
Are we giving that date of July 20th table?
Yes, so for July 20th, and they said, I know you said you could have the plans back tomorrow, but as long as it's within 2 weeks of the next meeting, right? So 2 weeks prior to July 20th, so everybody has a chance to review it. Anything else you need, Kathy?
So you'll actually give the, you'll email me the new rendering, and I will submit it to the members of the Board of Appeal. And our next meeting is July 20th. So upon there, we'll take a vote and put that into motion. Okay, so, motion to table from Bilgan, second by Sullivan to table this, petition until July 20th with a new rendering within 2 weeks prior to July 20th. All right, so Sullivan,
Yes.
King,
Yes.
Sherwin,
Yes.
Bilgan,
Yes,
Kramer.
Yes.
Thank you. All in favor to table. July 20th meeting, we will take this petition up again for you, sir. Thank you.
Okay, so the next petition is petition 22-005 by Vasu Patel. Did I say that correctly? Of Fast Signs, Woburn, on behalf of Eric Gath for a variance of regulations of signs by district, Title 4, Chapter 16, 4.16.090, C2A, Code of the City of Malden as amended through February 1st, 2022, as per plans SGER 041708-2022, namely dimensional controls of a sign at the property known as and numbered 323 Commercial Street, Malden, Mass., and also known by City Assessor's Parcel ID 059246603A. How are ya? Wait, let me turn your, sorry, this is gonna be the death of me to make sure everybody's mic is on when it's supposed to be.
Hello?
Go ahead.
Yep,
Yeah.
okay. My name is Vasu, I'm from Fast Signs, Woburn.
Eric Gath, Misty Mountain Shop.
So we're proposing 2 signs at 323 Commercial Street, both on the side of the building. There'll be just vinyl lettering, not dimensional, no metal, non-illuminated. So it's just basically a large mural that we're presenting. And the reason for us to put it on the side is because it's the most visibility that we can give to the customers. And plus the side of the buildings are about 180 feet long. So we have about 3,600 square feet facade there, which is, so in comparison, the sign's only about 10% of the full facade. And, yeah, I mean, if Eric wants to add anything.
Yeah, so I'll kind of give you a little insight into our thought process behind the whole thing. Just through construction, we'll put a lot of money into the building, put new siding on, and just going there day to day, I've realized how difficult it is to find the driveway. If you're familiar with Commercial Street, at some point it's two lanes on each side. The front of 323 Commercial Street is right on the street. So at first, we were gonna plan on putting the sign in the front of the building. You can't see it. And then approaching from southbound, traveling north, there's actually an island on the street. So in order to access our driveway, you have to take a left immediately after that island. If the sign was too small to see, I think you're gonna miss the entrance. So the intent is put something that's visible from a distance, but not offensive to the neighbors. It's black and white. It's not illuminated. It's flat on the building, similar to a mural. Same thing on the other side of the building. Coming from Medford Street, there's two cars racing, they're traveling pretty fast. It's just the probability of missing the driveway was high, and I got that feeling just traveling that myself. And so I said, what can we do to actually show customers where to pull in this driveway and where our building is? And this is the solution that we came up with, because it's a little bit set back on the building. We didn't want to put it on the brick portion, so we put it on the new white siding. And like Vasu said, it's an 180 linear foot facade, 17 feet tall. So would be taking up not even 10% of that facade. So we found that it was fitting for the size of the building. I think that's pretty much it. So if you have questions or comments.
Your bill?
Hang on, John.
So your building, you're located just where the lanes start to merge from 2 lanes to 1 lane.
Correct.
So that everybody's kind of jockeying for position, and they've just come off perhaps a red light, and and you've been going fast, going to your construction site, I think. But that's okay. I mean, but a lot of people I know go, because I use that road, so I know that, that happens. So it's not going, so that all it's going to be is flat lettering, is that right?
Yeah.
So what's it made out of? It's vinyl, right?
Yeah, it's vinyl,
How do you attach it?
I'm sorry?
How do you attach it?
It's adhesive.
It's like a sticker.
Yeah.
It's basically a sticker.
You know
Yeah.
everything. So
Not
that's
really
all
a
it
sign,
is.
It's a sticker.
Right, so it would be better for you especially, and I think for customers too, to be able to see it from a distance, and this would enable them to do that in both directions.
Agreed.
So, okay. But no
Yeah.
lights? Are you gonna put any lights on the building?
There
In
is
the front?
exterior lighting that was already part of our building package. It's just to light the parking lot.
Yeah,
And it just so happens that 2 of the lights landed over where we're proposing the sign. So it will be somewhat lit by that downlighting, but we're not proposing any LEDs or anything like that that would light the sign up.
All those lights be on all the time, I mean, all night?
Those are on a timer. So they'll go on, they go on at dusk. So they're, they go on at night when the sun goes down.
Okay, all right. Okay.
How many square feet is the sign?
I
So
think it's 293?
292 for the one that's on south elevation, this one, and then the other one is 262.
And if I'm reading the sign, if I'm reading the letter from the sign committee, it's saying that you could only have it 40 square feet?
Correct. That's the reason we did the special permit, and because of the size of the building,
So we originally, when I originally read the sign ordinance, is it the ordinance? I took it as linear foot,
it's 2 square foot.
2 square feet per 1 linear foot. And then at the design review meeting, they informed us that it's up to 40 square feet. So that's why we're here.
Yeah, I think the 40 square feet is for, say, a typical building downtown where you're not driving, half a mile away starting to look for your destination. So I definitely think there's reason to go beyond that, given the site's unique nature, industrial setting where you're behind parking lots and you're on a more complicated street than just driving through downtown Malden.
So I'm on Google Street View right now, and so if you're facing the building, the right side of the building, that's really set back from the street, right?
That's correct.
So you probably wouldn't even, well, actually, I'll back up. You wouldn't see that until you were, like, I'm halfway in front of 303, and I can't even see that, where that sign would be yet.
Right.
You really wouldn't see it until you hit the corner of the next building over, so.
So you wouldn't see 40 square feet is what you're
You wouldn't see
including?
anything until
Yeah.
you literally are past the building next door.
Yeah.
And then you'd see the big sign, so yeah, I can see 40 square feet, especially by that time if you're,
It's funny.
people, not me, but people I know could be doing 50 miles an hour by then. I've heard. And
Basu and I did the exact same thing. We were on Google Street and then we walked the street.
Okay,
And we were like, we're not gonna be able to see anything. So
yeah.
I agree with you.
Any other questions anybody want to ask or discussion? Okay, would anybody like to make a motion?
Well, I'd make a motion that we grant the petition based on the fact of the unique location of the building in this industrial area, the fact that they're in a complex traffic pattern area that requires probably more sight distance for a sign than might normally be on a downtown area. We're going from the two lanes on one side, 4-lane street to a 2-lane street. And the fact that it's partially obscured by other buildings around it on the southbound side. So I think that it's a reasonable size for that area.
I'll second that motion.
A motion by King, second by Bilgan to grant petition 22-005. Sullivan?
Yes.
Sherwin?
Yes.
King?
Yes,
Bilgan?
Yes.
And Kramer?
Yes.
Thank you. All in favor? 5. Petition 22-005 is granted.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good luck with the business. Gonna open soon, or? You hope.
We're probably 2 months.
Yeah.
Probably mid-September. We have to wait for this, well, once we get our sign-offs from the inspectors, we have about 2 months with the state, so looking at September at this point.
Inspectors are tough. I'm just, he's sitting behind you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Have a good night. Okay,
So our next meeting will be, July 20th? Do we have a motion to adjourn, or is there anything else that we need to do? Think what's that?
no, I think that's.
Motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Are you making the motion?
Yes, I am.
Then who's gonna second that one?
Nobody? We'll have to stay here all night if we don't.
Thank you, Ed. Okay. A motion by King, second by Sherwin to adjourn at 7:06 PM. Okay, Sullivan?
Yes.
Sherwin? Yes. King?
Yes.
Billion?
Yes.
And Kramer?
Yes.
Thank you. We have adjourned at 7:06 PM. Next meeting, July 20th. And have a safe, happy 4th of July, everyone.
Got at least one, right?
Have a good evening.
You too.
Michelle?
Give me a ride?
I thought I told her first on it.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Yeah. I'm just relaying the message.
That was a nice, quick and easy first.
What can you legally do with an attic that doesn't have, like a 4 feet wide stair? Too steep, but an existing stair?
It's an existing step?
You
Anything
can't
you
put
want.
like a bedroom up there, could you?
Depends if you can get a code compliant bedroom. Does it have a window?
Yeah. You could always make a window bigger if you had to.
You could,
Yeah.
but is it gable end?
Yeah.
I mean, you know.
Have a good night, guys.
You too.
Yeah, no,
So if it's code, if it's an existing staircase and you're not touching it, it's a staircase.
amazing. So what if my husband took the treads off? Can you put the treads back on?
That falls
The
into,
structure's there.
falls into a gray area. How much when you
Just
take it
don't-
apart, how much,
Just don't tell him.
when is it gone?
If he had, or if I let him, which I
In my
wouldn't.
opinion, if you replace the treads, no, you didn't remove the staircase.
Yeah.
But if you tore the thing out, and then we showed up and said, and you said, oh, put it back, we're like, well, if you put it back, and put it back.
Because we have a very steep, it's
Oh,
impact, but we have a chimney stack that we would get rid of if we upgrade the mechanical system. And that would give us more space for the stair, but then it wouldn't be a compliant width. Very good. So
I wouldn't do that.
keep it the exact
If you
same stair,
can't rebuild it compliant,
yeah, then
don't
just
mess
keep
with
it.
it.
All right.
Just leave it.
Just repair it.
He sold us our house, he knows exactly what the attic looks like. What do you think?
He knew all this.
I have a hard time walking up those stairs.
Oh, I know.
But I have big feet. I mean, it's not like,
Is
Sounds
it
like-
good
Human
size
size.
attic? Is, what kind of, what do
It's
you have for a
decent.
roof? Is
Yeah,
it a hip or?
no, it's a pitched roof. It's decent. We could put an egress window in, but either way, if we could do an office up there, or, I mean, a bedroom would be
Is
great
it
because it's a
finished
two-bedroom house.
right now or unfinished?
It's not fully finished. It had some drywall on it, and then we
rough
insulated the floor, so we took out the boards and put them back.
So the way our story definition works in our zoning, and our stories are actually part of our use groups. So you cannot exceed 2.5 stories on a single-family home.
Yeah, that we're fine with that one,
Okay.
for sure.
So,
Because-
so basically half a story would be 50% of the floor below it,
Yeah, or anything under 7 feet, was it?
7'6".
7'6". Yeah, so
Yeah, you guys have seen a few
it'd be a
petitions.
cute little bedroom that would be 50% of the attic, probably. I don't know,
Technically, if
getting
you,
desperate for space, John.
the only thing about adding a bedroom is technically if you add a bedroom, you have to hardwire smoke the house.
Yeah, we would want to do that anyway, the ceilings are drop ceilings, and it's in the
And
plan.
you're also supposed to add a parking space.
oh,
We
no
have the
problem.
biggest parking lot in our backyard.
Okay.
They have more garages in the
We
city
have
of
a
Malden.
13-bay garage in our backyard.
13 bay?
Yeah,
What street are you on?
up on the street, I'm right next to
Don't tell him too much.
Oh, let me tell you a funny story, is that,
I think I might know the house.
yeah, 16 63 Upper Street, old white house with asbestos shingles.
Yeah, he knows
With a
my,
very
he
big
knows my
side
house, he
yard.
complained, got a complaint about my shed at one point or something. From my back, good night. From my back neighbor that, yeah, you don't, you didn't even remember me. It was way back, but I was still on the board, but, yeah, the neighbor that throws all his branches into my yard.
I think our behind neighbor does that to our
Yeah,
tiny little property
yeah,
behind the garage.
So what do you use 13 base for?
Well, there's a lot of holes in the roof right now, so, not for storage.
What are you
if
gonna
anything.
use 13 base for?
My husband is a technician, mechanical engineer at heart, and so he's got a motorcycle that needs work. We used to have 5 cars. He got rid of the 2 that
You
were
had
like.
5 cars.
Good thing the
Yeah.
chief's going.
We have 4. Sorry, we had more than 5 cars. We had 6 cars.
Which is ironic, because you walk here.
I do. Oh, I didn't today. COVID's made me a little lazy, but I do. I walk to the train, a mile to the train, because I would rather not drive. Kids kind of force you to use your car.
I wish I had a 13-car garage.
I wish it didn't have some
I have a
holes in
2-car
the roof.
garage, it's not big enough.
I know. That's
I
what I'm
don't,
telling
I
you.
don't
Like,
put cars in it though.
we
It's got
need to
my
add on to our
tools.
house or fix up the attic. But this is actually very hopeful because it's going to be so expensive to add on.
It used to be heated, the garage.
Oh, it still is kind of heated.
With what, like a Motor?
Well, it had piping all around, so
Yeah,
it's
it's
got
got
a big
raised.
boiler room that
Oh,
had
it had it.
like a coal boiler, and it would do. I mean, this must have been steam, and then
Yeah.
is that a boiler? I don't know.
Yeah,
And then had piping that would go around on the outside wall, all CMU. It was probably beautiful once upon a time.
it was quite a place, I guess. Well, for my time.
Must have ran a business out